Yeah, hi, I'm back, Kaushik Chatterjee. In this video, what you are going to understand, the general insurance, as I told you. So, general insurance is entirely different, and what is how it works, and what are the benefit you are going to take even from the general insurance. Non-life insurance, typically, it is popularly, if you ask me. So, we are going to understand all those general insurance, uh, concept, what and all comes under general insurance, the non-life insurance, and how I can take the benefit out of this insurance, and how I can take it forward also, right? So welcome once again, and as I told you earlier, general insurance is nothing but it's a non-life insurance, which is apart from my life, whatever you can see, even in front of you, even your house, even your household materials, even your bike, even your car, whatever you can see, which has no life. That means they are not having a life. That is all comes under non-life. A typical, if I give you in short, even in simple word, if I tell you which has no life, that is all comes under non-life. That is general insurance. Now again, insurance, as I know, and as I told you already, this is all about the protection. It's a protection tool. It's not a saving tool. It's not an investment tool. So still there are people, they will be thinking like, Kaushik, why I need to then protect even my non-life products or non-life materials? Good question. I'm up for it. I know there's a very basic questions even most other people will ask, and they will think also in their mind. So now let me give you an example. Let's say all you have a bike, all you have a car, right? These two things, why I'm taking an example. For that, even you have no choice. You have to take, even by moment you take out from your showroom, or you take out the delivery. Before that, you have to do this insurance, and then only you can take out from the showroom or whatever, purchasing or whatever it is. The reason why, because it is mandatory, so you have no choice. But when again, if I give, how many of you have your house been insured? Even your household materials, there could be a lot of jewels, lot of, let's say, other important things, or let's say lot of expensive things also. But how many of you actually have protected for that only? The answer will be no, or maybe a few people. The reason is because there you have a choice, but in bike, in car, there is no choice. So this is typically, it's all our mind, it is all our sentiment, how we actually think about this. Protection is required even for your life, protection is required even for your health, protection even required for your household materials, even for your non-life part also. And for that only this insurance is there. Now again, if I come back, since there is no choice about your car and bike and all those things, I'll just explain you how this going to help you out. So let's say my bike or my car, let's say whatever it is, again it got dashed, or let's say it got hit by someone, or let's say head-on collision, whatever it is, whether it is my fault or other fault, I don't know. So there is a damage. For a luxury car, there will be a huge damage. There is a luxury bike, there will be a huge damage. Or let's say if it is a normal also, there is a damage. So who is going to pay this? You, right? Typically it is you. So you are going to pay from your pocket, whatever, XYZ amount. But since there is no choice, I'll tell you, for this actually, you can be paid by the company itself, because you have mandatory, even you have an insurance. Now how this insurance will work actually, whatever damage happen, that will be inspected by that company surveyor or that company officer. Yes, how this damage happened, whether it is your fault, their fault, this, that, all this kind of survey, they will do that, and then they will finally fix the claim, and that claim can be paid 100%, that can be paid 80%, 60%, whatever it is. That is all about company policy, company plan. I'm not getting into all those stuff. But my typical question is, if there is a damage, and let's say this damage will be beared by whom? It will be beared by me. But if I have a protection, that is always the insurance. That's what I told you. Understand the meaning of insurance. So I am going to protect my bike, I am going to protect my car, even though something happens, that is going to be paid by the company. right? And that is about the whole concept about non-life, even for my household materials. Good that okay, it is on safe, it may be in some bank's vault also, but there are certain things there in my house also. Unfortunate event, the tsunami happened, if somebody, even let's say in a hilly area, the earthquake happens. I'm talking about Japan, you don't know, any moment anything can happen when earthquake, I'm just talking, right? So is there any control? So if my belongings, let's say if it is household material, as I told you, I just given an example, a very expensive example I've given for jewels or jewelry, whatever you can say. So that is the one of the expensive things, even let's say I kept in my almirah, or let's say my cupboard, or whatever it is, and you have not insured for this, and just imagine one flip of let's say flood, or let's say one flip of earthquake, that everything washed out. Who is going to pay for it? Who is under loss? And that is all you or me. If I would have been protected, this again the same way, at least this is not also in my control. Earthquake is not in my control, the flood is not in my control, the natural calamity is not in my control, but I am going to be paid since I have insured this, and that is my protection. And that is all about, again, the non-life part, even that also I need to protect, right? So there are different companies. Again, if I talk, there is PSU, there is private, right? Even similarly for life insurance also, there are different companies, there are different plans. So for that you can check it out with them. But the fundamental of this, what I told you, don't feel like only my life only I need to protect. The non-life things, whatever I told you, apart from your bike and car, since you don't have a choice, the other things, if you have, you know what is there in your house, if you feel, even including your house, that is most important to protect, because you don't know what is, even there could be even a fire also, you don't know, unfortunate event. These are, I'm talking all about unfortunate events. The protection is required when? The protection is required only on the unfortunate event. If everything is going God is fine, nothing required. But can you give that protection? Can you give that assurance? And for that only, insurance is the only one tool can help you out, can protect you. And there is also even a tax saving. Under this also you can save a lot of tax. Typically, if you heard about 80D, and there is a plan called group insurance under this, or let's say if you have something called a floating plan, a health plan if you have, or a medical plan if you have. So that I'm not going to explain here, I'm going to explain next. So medical plan, that also you can save under this non-life company, general insurance company. They have the only authority for this medical plan. It is only for the group. I'll tell you, when I'm talking it's a medical plan, that means a group, let's say a company I'm talking, and there are plenty of people are working. So the whole people, there will be a master policy for that company. Let's say I'm just taking an example of a company. So a company, let's say there are 1 lakh employees. For entire 1 lakh employees, there will be a master policy with that company itself. You might have joined even some of the organization, you might have signed also, right? This is my health plan, this is my medical plan, right? So medical plan, how it works actually, that is for your company I'm talking, and that is something called group insurance, group plan. Only company can take this, not you as an individual, and that is only can possible under a non-life insurance company. So that's what I'm just explaining over here. Otherwise, what is health insurance, that we'll discuss later. So how the medical plan will work? In that medical plan also there will be certain parameters for, let's say, any kind of accident, any kind of disease. There are certain major diseases are included. Whatever company you have the this plan, even you have all the details, you can talk to your HR, or a company policy will get all the details, right? So apart from this, there will be a lot of other surgery also. Even I'm talking about the delivery, the cesarean delivery, and this normal delivery. So this is all included in my group insurance plan. If today I'm an employee of this XYZ company, and let's say with this a company, I have an insurance medical plan with under this company, so I can fall into this. And this is for entire 1 lakh people, I'm telling. A master plan for each and every person, I have a limitation. So as per your grade, as per your salary, you will have a limitation. So let's say I'm just giving an example for 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs. That means with you, whatever your beneficiaries are there, maybe your wife, maybe your 2 kids, up to 2 kids it is applicable. Or let's say if you're not married, probably your parents, or let's say your siblings, only 4 people are allowed, right? Like this, the plan will be like this. So you can take a benefit up to 5 lakhs, up to 10 lakhs, whatever coverage it is there. So whatever things you can take, the medical benefit, as I told you, right, which is comes under this plan with your company, whatever tie-up it is there. Then the delivery part, as I told you, there is also a certain limit for cesarean, for this normal delivery, that is also there. Then again, I have certain diseases, the major diseases, whatever I have the plan with my beneficiaries. So it is me with my wife or 2 kids, or let's say it is me with my parents, or let's say with my siblings, any of the siblings, whatever it is. How the parameter, how the matrix will be there, that you have to check it out with the company. And also you can set the tax under 80D up to 50,000 out of it, right? So I hope we got a fair idea like how non-life insurance works, why I need to protect even under non-life insurance also, all my house materials, where I have don't choice, let's say my bike and car, as I told you. Apart from this, whatever, even in my choice, that also I need to protect, why I need to protect, and how I can protect. And end of the things, I am going to be get a tax benefit also under this, and I'm going to be paid even though certain loss happened due to any natural calamity, even any burglary or any kind of snatching, sanitary and whatever it is happening, snatching and all, if it is happening. So based on that also, I'm just going to get this paid by the company. And that is the protection I have for my all my non-life materials also, right? With this group also, I just spoke how group insurance works, and that is only eligible for this non-life companies, non-life insurance companies only. So how it works, what are the benefits I'm going to take, so that also we have discussed. I hope we got a fair idea. And as I told you earlier, so I'm not here to promote any products, any plans, any companies. This is just to give you a knowledge with my even experience, whatever I have gone through even till my 16, 17 years in corporate life, and all this insurance, non-insurance, IT, banking, whatever I have done, put together, I'm just telling. So step by step, I'm just trying to tell you like how we are going to understand this concept and how we are going to utilize this concept. At the end of the day, you are going to take the benefit. It is for you. And if you like this, definitely you can take this advice, or else you can think like, how I can understand. And if you have any more questions, any more queries, so I always request like, you can send it to me, you can put it on the chat box. So I'm always there to help you out and make you understand if you have any further question. Because in this video, I'm just going to give you the brief of this, how it works, how you're going to be benefited, and what is the mechanism of all the tools, or let's say all the instrument, whatever we have discussed even so far. Further, if you want to know anything, I request you always, and I also welcome anyone who is watching, who is following me. They can anytime, they can even connect me through my mail ID, even through even chat box. I'm always there to help out you, even a one-to-one connect also, right? So thank you so much, and thanks for watching. I always wish you always a good life, and take care, and have a great time. See you next time.